Trent, I think we should start with, given that it's in Texas, the man who is, I believe, the patron
synonymous.
saint.
Yeah.
Oh, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and not just Kevin Owens in a bald cap, the actual man
The real one.
himself. We're going to see him in person. He's going to be there in front of hundreds of thousands of people. It's going to be insane when that music plays.
It is stupendous, some would say.
Yeah, the most stupendous moment, yeah.
Could be the most stupendous moment of the entire weekend. Whew, yeah, it's just massive, isn't it? I think there was that little bit of bubble that everyone was kind of expecting that to, you know, there was an expectation that he was going to make an appearance, but I think it's been put at a completely different level. It's a completely different angle that everything's coming at, and he's a master intimidator, you know, he's probably one of the most annoying characters that we've, you know, the WWE has seen in the most recent years. Kevin Owens running around, stunning the world. It looks like there might be one last stunner left in the badass himself.
To actually know that he's going to be there and not just have to sort of loosely speculate, like, you know you're getting that music. We got it on Monday Night Raw with Kevin Owens coming out and teasing the whole crowd. But that's just like a sample of what, that's just a hint of what the noise is going to be like.
The whole venue, every single person in that venue was furious. They were cross, actually, that's what they were, cross. There's a lot of cross people in that venue. And I was a cross man, sat at home watching it, expecting, obviously, the televised return of the rattlesnake. But we have to take our time. We have to let things build, because that's the anticipation of WrestleMania. The bionic redneck, that was it. Remember that on the back of the thing? The bionic redneck makes one more stunner. Ooh. That's exciting times, that is.
When Kevin Owens was sort of teasing the feud with the state of Texas, you kind of think, oh no, it's not one of these things.
He started to like name drop.
Yeah, you start to think, oh, he's not. Is it surely he might just be doing this to tease us? That's the kind of guy. That's what he's been throughout his career. He'll drop things. There'll be little sort of go on, little winks to the fans and get our hopes up, and then just to sort of break our heart. But then when that video came on,
that's the kind of stuff that makes my skin tingle. You know, that's what WrestleMania is all about. Like everything that's going through my mind is, what's he going to wear?
I was just about to say, rather than what's he going to wear,
how jacked is he going to be?
Yeah.
Like,
I can totally imagine. I can totally imagine sitting there, you know, sitting down at my sort of paunch as I look at 57-year-old Steve Austin. We're like, yeah, well, he probably can't do a match anymore. Oh, he's absolutely ripped and wearing pants and a waistcoat, or whatever it was, the leather waistcoat thing.
Do you know what I'd like? I'd like a big, massive, humongous sheet of glass.
Oh,
that's what I'd like. You know, like the old, I think it was WrestleMania 13. Correct me if I'm wrong, internet. But WrestleMania 13, there was a section of glass. I think it was one of them where it didn't shatter properly. And like it cracked a little bit and he just punched it and just walked through, and I was like, oh, you're the best wrestler of all time.
It's amazing for Kevin Owens as well. Someone who's very, very popular. We've all seen how, obviously an annoying man, but so good. And to get this opportunity, this spot, it's a real honour, isn't it? You know, there's things in wrestling, in WWE, it's like, okay, winning titles or having these moments, winning Royal Rumbles, but then there's moments, and that's being in the room with Steve Austin at WrestleMania.
Yeah, like, it's immortalising, isn't it? That's the thing I think about it, you know. There's so many stages of your career that you just like, you know, you'll always be surprised and you'll always be amazed at the things that you can achieve. How many people have had WrestleMania moments with Steve Austin? So you think about his career, WrestleMania 13, Bret Hart. 14, he won the title against Shawn Michaels. 15, The Rock. 16, not present. 17,
the greatest ever.
Potentially the greatest WrestleMania of all time against The Rock again. And then
18, Scott Hall.
18, sorry, that was it, yeah. 18, Scott Hall.
What a guy, by the way. Huge loss.
Incredible. A massive loss to the industry, a massive loss to WWE. And we've actually spoken about this, like a bunch of the lads a couple of times. And, you know, there's few wrestlers throughout, you know, your time as a fan who you think, God, I'd like to sit around the table with that guy and just question him, just pull up, you know what I mean? Just try and just pull whatever you possibly could out of him, because he just, you know, the oozing machismo and everything. It wasn't just a catchy line, man. He had that real. He'd walk into a room and you knew, like, Razor Ramon or Scott Hall was there, and the way he delivered his promo lines, rest his soul.
Yeah, completely changed the industry.
Yeah, he did. So at 18, you got great, incredible stunner as well. That one was as well.
It was.
And then 19,
The Rock,
arguably the
and
last
that was
match
it.
ever. Arguably the last match ever.
Until, who knows? Who knows? We are speculating wildly.
Yeah, it's crazy. So sorry, to round up my point, there's only really a handful of people who've had the chance to be on WrestleMania with Stone Cold Steve Austin. So for someone, that I do have the fortune of knowing quite well, to have that experience and have the build of it, and that you can see that, he's antagonising best as well. So I think everyone in the world can't wait to see him get stunned out of his beard.